some raid. Jesus Christ.
Isn't that toxic chemical? You just put that all over.
He's outside the armory
Listen,
door.
don't
Just
act
handcuffed.
like you like hang out
Standing.
with Putin or use the toxic
I'm just saying,
No idea.
there's more toxic chemicals in a
Evidence room?
Walmart than in my lab.
The armory, outside the evidence room.
Yeah, just I'm sure they'll get. Yeah.
Provinces or yours, mate?
I've got to note some stuff down if you can.
Alright.
Hello.
Hello guys, let me just set up the recording.
You all really need to get a like pest control down here. There's a lot of roaches in this room.
True. I think we can afford it though.
I mean, I'll buy you some bug spray.
I think it creates a bit of an atmosphere, you know.
That's not a bribe.
Oh, that was a bribe. Oh.
That was not a bribe.
My
Listen,
stop
your recording
trying
has
to
started.
bribe.
Okay. The date today is the 5th of the 11th, 2023. Oh my fucking god. The time is 23:49 GMT time. I'm Chief of Detectives Ben Warrior. This is Detective Michael Robinson. Legal aid, do you want to identify yourself for the recording?
Yes, my name is Mercy Schilling.
Perfect. And do you want to identify yourself for the recording? Doctor.
Dr. Vera Sokolav with Humane Labs.
Perfect. Okay. Just go. Have you been read your rights? Yeah. If you haven't.
Several times.
Okay. Cool. And you've got a lawyer present anyway, which means you acknowledge your rights one way or another. Okay. Cool. We're just gonna kick this off. So, what's going on in Humane Labs? What's the whole situation? Give us the rundown, Doctor.
I do not know how much I'm allowed to speak on. Most of my work is quite classified.
So,
Am I waiting?
maybe
I mean,
walk
I
us
am.
through
Victoria
the
isn't.
permits that you received to be on the premises.
I am scouted for Humane Labs, brought over from St. Petersburg. We are contracted by Voltec, who own property or have some affiliation with government, to allow us on premises.
Okay. And you say you can't really talk much about the work you were conducting, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So the interesting thing is your other doctors have kind of given us information about the project a little bit. Because we can go ahead and request subpoenas and stuff like that to look through the records and research.
Do you mind if I ask, just for recording sake, in case we do have to request a copy?
Yeah.
The other doctors that were, I guess, apprehended at this time, which I guess they'll be in your report, which might be redacted, but their names be supplied.
Actually,
I'm
I don't think we can.
You want their names?
Yes, please.
Why?
Well, in case I have to follow up questioning, I don't know what exactly follow up with this is going to look like.
So at this moment in time, I'm not going to give you the doctor's name yet. I can give it to you after this interrogation.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. So doctor, what can you reveal about the project in your kind of limits?
I'm specialist in sociology and psychology. I was brought in to oversee mental health and welfare of patients, ensuring stability.
How long have you been employed, Vera?
With Humane Labs or in jail?
With Humane Labs, specifically.
8-9 months?
Okay, and how were you approached by Humane Labs? Or
Through Voltec.
this project? Through Voltec.
My associates at Voltec recommended me for project and brought me over by contract to Humane Labs.
How long have you been contracting with Voltec?
6 years?
Okay. And what was the exact experiment that you were conducting today? What was your project today? What was your job today?
For current experiment 42, I was brought in. He has rare condition where he is able to show.
Of course, with HIPAA, we are restricted to talk about a diagnosis.
I mean, the person's half lizard, which means they don't have any human rights at this moment in time. Plus,
Well,
this isn't
they're
a
half human, so therefore it'd be a
nope.
HIPAA
According to
issue, but...
nope.
Half
According
rights?
to this, nope. I will tell you one of the case laws that apply to this situation. Give me 1 second.
HIPAA applies to all, even veterinarians have a
Ratagun,
privacy
nope.
act.
No. If they're not human, if not full human by form, that means they don't have any HIPAA protection rights. Plus, at this moment in time, this isn't an actual proper medical procedure. These
I feel
guys
sorry for you.
have
I
no
don't
paperwork.
mind speaking of
Yeah.
my experiment. I don't. I
Perfect, thank you.
Okay.
It is quite simple. My job is to ensure the stability of a patient. Da? So he has rare condition, which shows enhanced abilities and qualities in aquatic environments. Explaining the half lizard persona.
Mhm.
I am there to ensure he is able to withstand the environments he's placed in, and see how those properties can be used in other environments.
Okay. So this test subject of yours, did they consent to the project?
That's classified.
How is it classified?
By Vault-Tec, I am not allowed to speak of.
Okay, so currently you're facing charges of torture at this moment in time. I'm going to be honest with you, whether this is classified or not, it doesn't really matter. You're facing charges of torture. We have enough evidence at this moment in time to prove that this person was held against their will on their project. So whatever is classified needs to be unclassified going quickly, and you need to start telling me some information.
Your charges of torture are far better than if Vault-Tec find me speaking on my experiment. I'll happily take charges of torture if that is the case, but I will remain silent to everything else.
So, Vera, are you able, because of you stating about the patient and their undergoings and waiving that HIPAA privacy, are you okay with speaking as to some of the acts that occurred upon with the experimentation?
That's classified.
What are you able to speak to, Vera?
Not much. Again,
So-
I'm unfortunately, if Vault-Tec finds that I am speaking on my experiments and beyond what I have already told you, I will face far certain problems more than just a torture charge.
Is there a representative of Voltec, Vera, that we could utilize?
Ha! So apologies. Niet.
Okay. So they are looking to possibly, I don't know, kill you if you give us information about this classified document.
That's classified.
What's not classified? Let's go to that part.
Again, very little other than what I've already told you.
Okay. And where can we find documents relating to this situation where you can't say anything, but probably you can point us to the right direction of where, documents or anything, records are held? We can go have a look.
As far as I am aware, Humane Labs is on U.S. soil. All of my research is in Humane Labs. It is encrypted. You will need a Vault-Tec representative to get into our systems, but it is all in Humane Labs.
Can you identify any Vault-Tec representatives?
I would tell you, Detective, if I had a straight line of communication. I do not.
Okay, let's shift to, do you have a contact, since your contract is to Humane Labs? Do you have a contact with Humane Labs at this time, Vera?
Yet. It's the same situation I told you before, Mercy.
Okay.
I am given instructions with stamp to show it's from Vault-Tec, and I must execute them.
Do you have any paperwork?
Yet. Other than passport.
You have your passport on you?
Duh.
How did you enter San Andreas?
By plane.
Okay, so you went through official channels, correct?
Duh.
Okay, cool. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the recording here, and then we'll be back with